Attention to the goat barn, just so you know, the order of tonight's show is we will do the overall does first, followed by overall weathers. We will take a short break and recognize the 10-year members from the goat barn, and then we will move to goat showmanship to round out tonight's grand drive. Attention in the goat barn, it is 6:50. This is your 10-minute warning. We are starting with our overall does, followed by our overall wethers. We'll take a short break where we'll recognize our 2 10-year goat showmen. And then we will have our Supreme Show Drive for our Supreme Showman representing the goat barn after we recognize our 10-year members. 10 minutes. Please start bringing your overall does to the makeup area. Putnam County Fair. We'd like to welcome you to tonight's Grand Drive. We had a great show this morning, and in the early afternoon we had over 300 goats that were exhibited by over 90 4-H'ers, so 98 exhibitors today. So had a great morning of showing our goats, and we are excited to bring the best of the best tonight for tonight's Grand Drive. Before we get started, I want to welcome everyone, but then also recognize our sponsors. We want to thank Adam and Jenny Hochstetler, who have sponsored the Champion Lalancha and our Goat Barn sponsors. Also, West Central Veterinary Services, Remax Cornerstone, they're our judges sponsors. We'd like to thank Thomas Hacker for his donation of our scramble goats. Cash Concrete for sponsoring the Grand Champion Myotonic Weather. Fleece Insurance and Aaron Ferran for sponsoring the Champion Myotonic and more. Also Burge Boots, who is the sponsor of our Grand Champion Showmanship buckle. Shelley Wiley Insurance sponsors the Champion New Year. Lantrip Family and Lantrip Farms for their help with our barn improvements. Also Duke Energy and Brad Grable with their help for our barn improvements. We'd like to thank the Proctor family for all they've done for this show, as well as all the work they've done in the goat barn. Also Black Lumber for their donation and help with the building supplies for the goat barn. We'd like to thank Ty Sutherland, as well as Myers Darriette for their sponsorship of our producer stand. Also, we'd like to recognize Endeavor Communications for live streaming today's goat show. We'd like to thank Casey's from Rochdale for donating bottled water for our exhibitors today. And we'd also like to recognize Tractor Supply Company, who helped us with the wood shavings fundraiser to begin the week. We'd also like to recognize a special group of young ladies who've been working hard in both rings today. Our Miss Putnam County and Miss Congeniality is Miss Madison Stahl. Our first runner-up is Miss Sydney Moore. Second runner-up is Miss Maddie Elliott. And third runner-up, Callie Pastore. I'd like to thank them for all their work today throughout the show. We've also had two special judges in town helping us go through all of these goats today, and we'll be here this evening for our Grand Drive. We'll first start with our meat judge today. That was Mr. Thomas Redden. Tom Redden is the co-owner of Redden Brothers Livestock in Norman, Indiana. Tom is a 60-plus year registered Hereford breeder, adding boar goats 20 years ago. They are currently running approximately 150 head of boar goats. Tom has experience placing goats from coast to coast, Mexico, and the Philippines. Tom is a certified APGA judge, judging shows across the United States. Tom has had the privilege of judging the APGA National Show 3 times. Please help me welcome Mr. Thomas Redden back to the group. Also, our scramble dairy and picnic judge today was Miss Ruth Beck. Ruth was a 10-year 4-H member of Bartholomew County. She and her family have been raising their show-quality alpines for over 12 years. Since beginning her herd, she has taken her animals to countless open shows, nationals, and to the North American Livestock Expo. While her herd consists of mostly alpines, she has also raised salmon, sables, boars, and crosses. Ruth is now pursuing a degree in nursing, where she plans to do medical mission trips while maintaining her herd at home. She's excited to share some of her knowledge that she has learned with you today. Please help me welcome Ruth Beck back to the ring. And now, let's start the drive with our overall does. First, our champion and reserve full-blooded Pico doe. The champion was exhibited by Brooklyn Sutherland, and the reserve champion was also exhibited by Brooklyn Sutherland. Our champion percentage Kiko Doe was exhibited by Maddie Connor, and the reserve champion by Emmeline Tubal. Your champion commercial Kiko Doe was exhibited by Brooklyn Sutherland, and the reserve was exhibited by Charlie Tubal. Your champion full-blooded Bordeaux was exhibited by Haylin Everman, and the reserve by Bailey Haddon. Your champion percentage Bordeaux was Hazley Neese, and the reserve by Haylin Everman. Your champion commercial Bordeaux, exhibited by Emmy Haddon, and the reserve by Braylon Bruce. Your champion Myotonic Doe was exhibited by Kate Brickman, and the reserve by Garrett Hutchison. Your champion commercial Myotonic Doe was exhibited by Alyssa Purdue, and the reserve by Craig Ames. Your champion full-blooded Savannah Doe was exhibited by Charlie Tumont, and the reserve was also exhibited by Charlie Tumont. Your champion percentage Savannah Doe was exhibited by Charlie Tumont, and the reserve was by Charlie Tumont. Your senior Dairy Doe was exhibited by Holden Hochstetler, and the reserve by Leah Friend. Your champion junior Dairy Doe was exhibited by Piper Fish, and the reserve by Caroline Reed. Your champion Pygmy Doe was exhibited by Nora Waters, and your reserve by Adeline Moore. Let's give all these champion and reserve champion does a big round of applause for all their work in today's this evening. Tom Ruth, the ring is yours. judges will place the top 5 overall does out of all of these does in the ring at this time.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for asking me to do this. I generally prefer the county fairs. I just like working with the kids and everything. And we have 3 boys ourselves, 8 grandkids, so I kind of get some experience doing that. And I really like a lot of the ideas they have, and just it's been a pleasure to work with Ruth. We don't live very far apart at all, and we didn't even drive up there together, so I don't know what they talk about. We didn't even think about it again. But she lives about, I don't know, half an hour from where we live, and they've really got a nice herd of dairy goats and most of the alpines. And one thing that has always impressed me about Ruth and all her family, she has 8 siblings. Now, I can't imagine that. You know, how in the world would you raise 8 or 9 kids in this world today? If they're all just as cordial and polite, and how important they can be, and they know how to work. And I appreciate that also. But we've had some discussion on the dogs out here. We're going to start with the 5th overall. I think there's a lot of quality out here, and we both added what we think, and we came up with these conclusions. But Ruth will go out and shake the hand of the 5th overall doe in this lineup, in our opinion.
Your 5th overall doe is the commercial monotonic doe, exhibited by Alyssa Purdue.
And on the 4th, I think just exceptional that we're going to use the fourth for her breed and for her division. And Ruth is going to go out and shake her hand with that person.
Your fourth overall doe is the Junior Dairy Doe, exhibited by Piper Fish.
Third overall. This is, all these are really big unanimous. I don't know how that happened exactly. On our decisions, when we talk about soundness and this and that and the other, but we've been unanimous on these five individuals. She'll go out and shake the hand for what we consider the first best.
Your third overall doe, exhibited by Bailey Haddon.
Then the reserve grand doe, she's just pretty impressive. I mean, lots of things you could do with her, and several different programs, but we think she's quite a doe. Well, the second best doe on the line in our opinion.
Your reserve grand champion is the Commercial Bordeaux, exhibited by Emmy Haddon.
And I think the champion, grand champion doe, I think is County on the flowers belt, one that's we consider quite good in all aspects, and it was a unanimous decision on our part for this. But she'll go up and show you what we think is the grand champion doe. What is the grand champion doe? It's just our opinion of that big.
Your grand champion overall doe is the fourth Bordeaux, exhibited by Halen Everman. Let's give all these great exhibitors a big round of applause. Congratulations and a job well done. In the ring are your top 5 does in Putnam County. Let's give them a big round of applause. Congratulations to our top 5 does in Putnam County. We're going to let them exit the ring and maybe get a picture or two. We are going to come back here really shortly with our weathers to name our overall weather. While we do that, just a reminder for those 4-Hers selling a goat in the auction, please pick up an auction packet from the office in the goat barn. Please return those with a folder on the office door by 5 p.m. on Tuesday evening. And if you have any extra animals to place on the truck not going through the auction, please see Julia. Also, Julia's term as barn superintendent is through at the conclusion of the fair. Doesn't mean she can't be renominated, but the superintendent position is a 2-year term. If you would like to nominate someone to serve as the barn superintendent for the 25-26 and 26-27 years, please place the person's name in the goat barn box that's located by the concession stand behind the announcer's booth, or it will be in the community building located at the extension office table after the show. Please cast your nomination by the end of the fair. Also a reminder, Battle of the Barns is back for 2025, sponsored by the Fair Queens. It will take place on Friday, July 25th at 10:30 a.m. barn members are invited to participate and represent our barn. Members should sign up by Thursday, July 24th at 6 p.m. The sign-up sheet will be hanging at the office. Will Nakaya Vaughn and Samantha Overday please meet Julia in the makeup area outside the south door? Nakaya Vaughn and Samantha Overday. Reminder, the 2025 Kurtzman Award winners will be announced after the conclusion of the 4-H fair. To be considered for this award, you must turn in your form by Saturday, July 26th at noon at the Goat Barn office. Forms are available outside the Goat Barn office. All right, it's time to meet our champion and reserve champion wethers. First, our champion and reserve champion boar wethers. Our champion is exhibited by Style Stouch and reserved by Halen Everman. In the Myotonic Weather class, the champion is exhibited by Leah Friend and the reserve by Cooper Grable. Your dairy wethers, the champion is Kinley Fittler, and the reserve champion is Lily Jones. And the piggy wethers, the champion by Raylan Brewer, and the reserve by Colton Dempsey. These are your champion and reserve champion wethers from today's show. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
brothers out here. Let's give a round of applause for these showmen that we have out here. Tom and I were going through and taking a look at what we were thinking today, and we really do have a good set of brothers out here to display for you today. We're going to go ahead and choose our fifth overall.
the picnic class. And it's exhibited by Raylan Brewer.
I really enjoyed working with Tom today and being able to select these ones. These last ones came down a bit closer, but we ultimately felt when put them together, we have to choose the best ones that we see today. And so if you go ahead and pick your fourth overall for you and what we think is your fourth overall for today.
Your fourth overall is the Miatonic Weather, exhibited by Cooper Grable.
This next one also was close, but we felt that this one was deserving. It's really hard to put dairy against pork. When you come to it, down to it, they just aren't built the same way. But this is what we felt was their overall.
Your third overall is the Miatonic Weather Champion, exhibited by Leah Friend.
Alrighty, and this next one will be your reserve overall.
Your reserve overall pure weather, exhibited by Hayden Everman.
This one, whether when it came down to it, we really appreciated all of the package. It gave us the full round package that we wanted to see today and truly deserves this overall weather distinction.
Your grand champion overall weather is exhibited by Style Stouch. Let's give all those weathers a good round of applause. And in the middle of the ring is your top 5 weathers in Putnam County. Let's give them a big round of applause for all they've done to get here today. After we get a couple pictures here with this group, we will turn it over to Julia, who is going to recognize our 10-year members. And then we will get ready for our showmanship. At this time, I would please ask everyone to welcome our 2024-2025 Goat Barn Superintendent, Julia Proctor.
So I'm going to start tonight by introducing our 10-year Goat Barn members, and we have Nakaya Vaughn with us. Nakaya, would you like to come out? And Samantha Overbay is another one of our 10-year members. Let's give her a round of applause. Nakaya, I really appreciated watching both of these young women over the last few years that we've been in the barn and involved with goats, and just watching them grow and develop in their skills as show women. Nakaya shared with me that after graduation, she is planning to attend Ivy Tech to study elementary education and is a fellow elementary education major. I appreciate that. So let's congratulate Nakaya for 10 years in the goat barn. So I'm trying to stall a little bit to give our showmen time to get to the ring, because I know we had some of them that had to take their mothers back. So before we move on, I would like to say a special thank you. I'm going to try not to tear up as I say this. It's been a long day. I want to say thank you to Erica Peck. I don't know if she's in here, but she is our Go Club leader. It is her first year as a Go Club leader. She's done an excellent job of planning meetings and bringing in a lot of great speakers, especially for our first year members to learn about raising goats, fitting goats, and just what it takes to be taking care of goats and raising their herds. So thank you to Erica. probably have my neck if I said that, but they know who they are. So please help me thank our volunteers who help, particularly with the producer stand tomorrow. And there, as we said, as Jason said earlier, there are a lot of individuals that you've seen in the ring, behind the arena, making today's show happen. I could not do this without them. So please, a huge, huge round of applause for all the people who made today happen. And I'll include the volunteers who helped us check in those 300-some goats on Thursday night. That was a big undertaking. I don't think they're in here, but the extension staff, I owe them a huge debt of gratitude for all the questions that I called them about this year and asking them lots of things in my first year as park superintendent. And finally, a big thank you to my family, to my husband and my kids for all of their help and support behind the scenes and putting up with me over the last few months. So I think we have our 9 showmen out here, and I'm really excited to let you see the work that these young ladies and young men put into their goats.
Great. Let's give Julie the round of applause. She's been a huge force for this barn. We really appreciate everything she's done to put these shows together. So we will have our goat showmanship competition. I want to explain a little bit how we got here this evening. So we did 3 classes, senior, intermediate, and junior showman classes this morning. We started the day this way. Within the senior showmanship class, we found 3 dairy showmen, 3 meat showmen, and 3 pig meat showmen, or from each one of those classes. So of those 9 senior showmen, 3 of them were picked to be senior showmen tonight to vie for this award. And we did the same thing then in the intermediate class and the junior showman class. So tonight, to name the senior showman, the overall goat showman champion, we have 3 senior showmen, 3 intermediate showmen, and 3 junior showmen. And we will get them in the ring in just a moment. Our first 3 showmen from the senior class. First, Halen Everman. Our next senior showman is Leah Fred. And our third senior showman is Bailey Haddon. Representing the intermediate showman, our first is Holden Hochstetler. Our second is Hadley Hutchison. And our third intermediate showman is Alyssa Purdue. Representing our junior showman, our first showman is Paisley Peace. Our second is Remington Ames. And our third junior showman is Colton Dempsey. Our judges will put them through their paces and name the top 5 goat showmen for the 2025 Putnam County Fair. The overall showmanship winner will represent the goat barn at the Supreme Showmanship Competition Thursday night in this arena.
But I just want to say one thing for Bruce takes on, but you're really fortunate to have a group of people to put this show on that you have. They've really been organized, and the announcer has just been amazing. He says what, and I think he's and also that you don't realize it, I guess, but your queens, your royalty out here, they've helped all day. And you don't know how many fairs you go to that they never lend a hand to help do anything. They're just out there to stand. And maybe if Sandy probably might pass out ribbon, but these girls, anybody needed help, they've been there to do it. And I like they deserve a round of applause also.
To go along with what Tom was saying, I also want each and every one of you kids to thank your parents out here. They got you this far. You know, your grandparents are also here supporting you. And, you know, 4-H is a great opportunity to expand for the future and to gain that knowledge. So thank the people that got you this far because they got you this far. And it's truly an honor to be up here today to help select your champion showmanship. Now, showmanship is one of my favorite parts of the show because it doesn't matter really the animal that you have. You can have the worst animal in the barn and still be the best showman out there. We have the best showman in the barn out here today, and Tom's going to place your 5th place for you.
Your 5th place overall ghost showman goes to Bailey Adams.
This 5th place and 4th place were really close for us. It ultimately came down to who can set that goat up the fastest after we moved them, and who keeps the most eye contact when moving around the ring. We were struggling to separate the two, but two really remarkable showmen that we had out here today. Tom, you want to take the floor?
Your 5th place overall showman goes to Leah Friend.
So this means we do have a few showmen that are going to place in the upper classes. I do have to say we had some really remarkable younger youth out here showing today, and really appreciate the knowledge that they shared with me today. Really appreciate their attitudes that they displayed throughout the entire day, even though it gets hot and sweaty in the barn. They were still really patient with their animals. They were still really knowledgeable, really polite to me as the judge and to the ring stewards and everyone. So let's give this 3rd place a round of applause. When we were choosing 2nd place, we really went through and what we decided we were going to do is look at who we thought should win every single individual class and sort them through that way and then put them through the ring the other way by figuring out, is this class better than this class, is this class? So we really did think this individual not only deserves to be champion of a class, but also champion out here today, or reserve champion out here today. There was one individual this morning that when they walked into the barn, both Tom and I looked at each other and said, yeah, this individual deserves to be out here, this individual deserves a lot of attention. And so Tom's going to go ahead and
Open for 2025 Putnam County Fair. Once again, we'd like to thank you for coming out to the 2025 Grand Drive for the Goat Show. We hope you had a wonderful time at the fair this evening and want to encourage you to come back for the remainder of the week for all the different shows and activities